Good morning, everyone, and welcome to WellSprings. I'm glad to see some new faces today here in Bell Hall, and I also want to welcome our online viewers. So happy you're joining us as well. My name is Julie, and I'll be helping lead us all in song today. So to start us off, please rise, whether in body or in spirit, and join us on Love Train.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train.
The next stop that we make will be there. Tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Don't you know it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands,
Come on,
start a love train, a love train.
oh, love your brothers over in Africa. Tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Please don't miss this train at the station. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you.
People all over the world, join hands,
Come on.
start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. Ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands,
Come on.
start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train.
All right, love the enthusiasm this morning. Please take a seat for our next song. Love Can Build a Bridge.
Sorry, 1 second. Hate when that happens. 3, 4.
Gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand. The love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, oh, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, anything. Keep believing in the power.
Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Oh, yes, I do.
Love can build a bridge
Oh, love and only love.
between your heart and mine.
Between your heart and mine.
Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Please rise, whether in body or in spirit, and join us on Joy Comes Back.
I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready when joy comes back to me.
'Cause I've been downhearted. I've been downhearted. I've been downhearted, but I won't be down for long.
'Cause I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready, wanna be ready. When joy comes back to me.
I've been too long crying. I've been too long crying. Too long crying. But I ain't gonna cry no more. 'Cause
I wanna be ready, wanna be ready, wanna be ready. When joy comes back to me.
I've been tied to the ground, Lord. I've been tied to the ground, Lord. I've been tied to the ground, Lord. I'm getting lighter every day.
Surrounded by midnight, surrounded by midnight, surrounded by midnight, surrounded by midnight, surrounded by midnight. But the sun's gonna shine again. 'Cause I wanna be ready, I wanna be ready, wanna be ready. When joy comes back to me.
Oh! All right, y'all. I'm gonna sing a line. You guys are gonna shout right back at me, all right? Said I wanna be ready.
I wanna be ready.
Yes, I wanna be ready.
I wanna be ready.
I wanna be ready.
I wanna be ready.
Yes, I wanna be ready.
I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. Wanna be ready. Wanna be ready.
Oh,
Joy comes back to me. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. Wanna be ready. When joy comes back to me. When joy comes back to me. When joy comes back to me.
Just a second. Good morning. Uh-oh, that's not on. That's not on. No, maybe? What about now? It's on now? Yes, it's on now. Can you hear me? That's a good question. No. No? Always technical difficulties. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Always so much fun doing things live. My name is Beverly Fox. My pronouns are she and her, and I am extremely honored to be serving as your worship leader today. Each week when we gather, we light a chalice, not only as a symbol of our shared spiritual heritage, but also as a symbol of our union as Unitarian Universalists and of the spark that lives within each of us burning on. Today we have asked Pat to come up and light the chalice, and after she has done so, we will say the words on the screen together. And together we say, we light our chalice to celebrate the path lit before us, the warmth of kindness that shines from within us, and the radiance of wisdom that is shared between us.
it never goes out.
All right, now. No, it's fine. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Oh, man. So, as most of you know, our mission here at WellSprings is to be a community charged full with the charge of the soul. So, you know how you discover things in life that probably have always been there and you just didn't know that they were there, and then suddenly you see them for the first time and you're like, this is amazing? So, yesterday was my boyfriend's youngest niece's prom. And apparently there's this thing that they do every year. Everybody goes out to East Goshen Park with their prom regalia on, and they take pictures. And I knew that this happened. I'd seen pictures of his older niece a few years ago in the middle of the pandemic, so I didn't go, and he was a little bit anxious about going even though it was outside, so I'd never seen this thing before. The entire high school was there, and I saw prom dresses in every single hue of the rainbow, and probably like half of the tuxes in most of the hues of the rainbow too. There was pink, there was blue, there was like a whole color-coordinated group of gray. It was amazing, and I'd never seen anything like it. And just to see so much joy and fun and life and excitement out there in the field in spring was spectacular. I was almost brought to tears. And it was just such a great reminder that these little pockets of life are all over the place. And all we have to do is look around to be inspired and excited and joyful. So that's my wish for all of us today, to find your little pocket of life, wherever it may be. This morning, no, there we go. A little nervous. It's a good nervous. I'd like to especially welcome any newcomers, especially if it's only your first or second time with us here. I hope that you will fill out a connection card, which if you're here in person, you can find right outside the door near the coffee. It's a big winning point. And if you're online, you can fill out the connection card online, and you can get to know a little bit more about us here at WellSprings and all of the different events that we have going on, some of which are taking place today. I'd also like anyone who is interacting with us live online to take advantage of our YouTube chat room. Also, you can find us through the QR code if you have today's order of service. Also, we have a few pieces of information that we would like to highlight today. And for that, I'm going to turn it over to our coordinations communicator, Jessica Heichel. Jessica?
Hi WellSprings, my name is Jessica Heichel with your announcements for this week. Up first, we have something new on offer this week in Bell Hall. So if you, like me, are what you would consider to be a world-class fidgeter, I love this thing. We now have busy baskets available for you to use. And this is not only confined to kids. So adults who just are able to focus a little better when your hands are busy, please feel free to dive into those baskets, grab something to do, and use it throughout service. Try one this week, try one next week, see what you like. Next announcement coming up in next week and the week after, we have two back-to-back all ages activities happening after service. So next week is our trash pickup and geocache hunt in Exton Park. And the week after that is get together where we are going to create signs for the upcoming Diversity March. You don't need to bring any supplies for that one. Just show up, supplies will be provided. Just use your creativity to support a really important community event coming up. Finally, today is the last day to submit your pledge cards for our pledge drive. If you have not yet turned one in, if you're with us here in Bell Hall, they are at the back of the room, right by the welcome table, right on the welcome table. You can grab one, fill it out, and drop it in the hat when they come by in a few minutes. If you are online, you can fill it out using a handy link that I will put into the chat. And just as a personal thank you, your support of WellSprings is how I am able to be employed by WellSprings. So 4 years ago, this position did not exist. Thanks to your support, it came into being, and thanks to your continued support, it is still here. So thank you on a very personal level for your direct one-to-one support of my job here at WellSprings. I love working here. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next week, and please remember to drop off your pledge cards either in person or online today.
Thank you, Jessica. And once again, I love your hair. At WellSprings, everything that we do is based in the power of connection, of making space in our hearts and our minds for each other. This is the part of the service where we honor that connection by greeting each other. If you're joining from home, you can take advantage of our chat on the WellSprings Oasis on Facebook. And for those of you joining in Bell Hall, please remember the rules that if you see someone seated, you can wave from afar, or if someone offers a fist bump or an elbow, if they're more comfortable with that, you're welcome to engage in that too. If you want to give a full-on hug, give a full-on hug. Those are awesome too. However you choose to connect with each other, please do so now. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for those warm greetings. Thank you so much for those warm greetings. For those of you here in Bell Hall, you are welcome to continue these connections and conversations after the service during the coffee hour. And for now, due to our all ages service, we have a very special announcement, or story rather, from our youth spirit leader, Carol Breslin.
All right, guys, let's see. How are we going to do this? One of you come on each side. Hi, everybody.
I'm kind of squished.
Are you squished? Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Nice to see you all. And I have two friends to help me read a book. This is called Nell Plants a Tree. And Reverend Lee and I chose this because it's a little bit about community and about nurturing community and how community grows. So it seemed like a good book for today. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm just going to cue you guys on the pages since we didn't get to check too much ahead of time, all right? So it's called Nell Plants a Tree. Can you start?
Alrighty. Before a grip on a branch and a fall to the ground and a scrape and a leap and a reach for the top.
Okay. You.
Before anyone finds out how high they can climb.
Okay. Nell picks up a seed.
Before a hush and a point and a nest with eggs and a crack in a shell and a beak peeping through. Before anyone watches, 3 chicks hatching free.
Nell buries a sprout. You do both pages. I'll hold it.
Before last, can I
hold it for you?
I just need it to be perfect. Before last place, as
The
always.
sound is a little loud there.
Then fourth, before last place, as always. Then fourth place, then second. Arms gripping, toes gripping, hands stretched to the trunk.
before anyone wins for the very first time.
It's a pretty strong mic. Now waters the soil. All right, you do both.
Before a too noisy den, and a too squeaky chair, and a too scratchy field, and a too muddy bank, before anyone finds the best spot to get lost.
Now let's in the sun. You do both pages.
Before sacks of pecans, and a crack and a crunch, and a roll and a press and a mix and a pour, and a peek in the oven, a shoe from the kitchen, a blue baking timer that finally dings, before anyone takes the first bite of warm pie.
Now digs a hole.
Before treasures to find, like a long strip of bark and a shell and a stone and a leaf flecked with holes and a slender white root sprouting from a pecan.
Your turn.
Before anyone asks what to do with a seed,
Now plants a tree. You do this page.
That grows
and grows,
All together. And grows. That's the end. Thank you. Thank you to my two friends, Farron and Gwen. Thanks a lot, guys. And now I think we're going to have a message on stewardship from Vanessa. Okay, let's go. Good job.
I go to get up.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Vanessa Lewis, and my pronouns are she, her. And this is Gwen Lewis, and her pronouns are she, her. I am mother of the famous dancing Gwen Lewis. I didn't know she was going to be on stage with me. We have been attending WellSprings for about 10 years, and I recently started volunteering with the Youth Spirit program. I would like to speak to you briefly today about why the Youth Spirit program is so important to my family and myself, and why I have decided to increase my financial contribution to WellSprings. Josh and I have been attending Unitarian Universalist congregations for about 12 years. We are former proud members of the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Lower Bucks. When we moved to this area, our UUFLB minister, Libby Smith, strongly recommended WellSprings as a place where she felt we would be at home. We planned to responsibly tour all of the UU congregations in the area, but once we attended a WellSprings service, we never left. Attending WellSprings for me is a masterclass about loving myself, loving others, and healing the world. When I was thinking about why Youth Spirit is so important to me, I wanted to get Gwen's input. After all, she's the one who's so excited to attend every Sunday. I am also excited. So I asked her, and I must admit, I found myself wanting to hear these deep answers about learning lessons about loving herself, addressing injustice in the world, learning about historical figures who have not been highlighted in history. You were killing me, kid. Such as African American thinkers and scientists, and how to live the 7 principles in her daily life. But of course, that's what is important for me about the Youth Spirit program. Gwen said, I like that sometimes we get to play games and we get to play outside. I like that we have age diversity, she did say age diversity, that you wouldn't get in a normal classroom. We go there because we need a place, a small environment with other kids, Children's worship and learn about people. Kids need a worship space too. And you know what? When I thought about it, I realized how unbelievably lucky my family is to have a youth program that is so well designed that our children are learning how to be amazing human beings while having a wonderful time. I see the benefit that Youth Spirit has on my child on a weekly basis. Gwen says that she feels free to be herself in Youth Spirit and loves being an active part of the congregation. She requested last night that I add that she really appreciates the opportunity to read with Miss Carol during service. In a complicated world, it is important to me that Youth Spirit exists to teach Gwen how to live and love the best she can. I must admit, for longer than I would like to admit, my own giving history with WellSprings was a bit spotty. I always tried to put something in the basket when I came, but it took a while to make a committed financial contribution. What ultimately helped me initially was to choose a minimum amount of money that I was comfortable contributing, no matter what, each week, and then setting that amount to come out automatically. ADHD doesn't help with consistency. It helped me to more easily factor that amount into my budget, and it also allowed me to increase my contribution on top of that amount as I was able to each week. When the news came that our congregation was facing a significant financial shortfall, I had to really sit and think about what the life of my family would be like without WellSprings in it. I had honestly never thought that my beloved community may not be able to continue related to funding. At that time, I really started looking at my personal spending and thinking about the value that I placed upon each category. To be honest, I realized that there were weeks when I spent more on food and drinks at Wawa than I was contributing to my faith community. This year, I am making a commitment to increase my giving to WellSprings in a way that honors the vital role that this community plays in the life and well-being of my family. Please join me in making a generous contribution to WellSprings that allows the youth of our congregation to continue to learn and grow in a space just for them that is both fun and foundational. Thank you all for your generosity in committing to the continued existence of this amazing community.
And with that in mind, I now invite you all into our time of generosity, an opportunity for us to express our gratitude for all the ways in which this beloved community impacts us right now. If you would like to donate online, you can use your phone from absolutely anywhere by texting WSprings to 73256. We will also have greeters bringing the hats around for collecting donations here in person. Thank you for all of the ways in which your gifts can be received, especially if you do go through Realm and use that really handy method that Vanessa just pointed out. It's my personal choice, and it works really well for me as well. Your greetings will now be gratefully received. Thank you. Having shared energy between us and giving beyond us, we now take some time to ground down into the deep and soulful energy that lives within us. I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes or take a soft gaze. You can check in with your body and notice any points of contact that you have with the earth and the surface that is holding you up. You might even take a moment to see if you can sense your own heartbeat and all of the life living inside of your body right now in this moment. As we do what is most simple and elemental to us, we take a breath. We inhale and exhale without rush or hurry, knowing that there is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, but to be here together in this time of mindful silence. We follow these words from Thich Nhat Hanh as we enter a time of meditation together. If we want to enter heaven on earth, we need only one conscious step and one conscious breath. Let us experience peace and cultivate presence in this time of silence together. Wherever it is that we are, whatever it is that we are doing, however it is that we are feeling, let us always remember that peace and presence are always as close to us as is our own breath. May this be so for you this day. May it be so for you in the days to come. And may it be so for all of us. Now is the time when I would normally invite the youth of our congregation to join Miss Carol, but since this is an all-ages Sunday service, I'm just going to invite the band back up on the stage for our next song.
One, two, three, four.
What would that boy say to the man? That worry ain't meant for your head. The more we did it for the money, the more we paid. I lost myself along the way. What if life is all about giving back the love you found? Well, I'm so tired of the scream and shout. We're all drinking from that dried up river. We haven't talked in quite a while. It's been so long since I've seen that smile. Well, all that weight that you carry, it ain't necessary. Maybe it's not for us to understand. Well, what if life is all about, well, giving back the love you found? I'm so tired of the scream and shout. We're all drinking from that dried up Oh, I wanna be grateful for the food on my table instead of eating each other alive. Oh, I wanna be happy. Don't you wanna be happy instead of drinking from that dried up river? What if life is all about giving back the love you found? Well, I'm so tired of scream and shout. We're all drinking from that dried up river. What if life is all about giving back the love you found? I'm so tired of the scream and shout. We're all drinking from that dried up river.
That's pretty good. For those of you who haven't met yet, my name is Reverend Lee. My pronouns are she and her. And boy, that song hits you in the gut, doesn't it? How tired are we of the scream and shout? One of the things I treasure about our community is that I think, unfortunately, we're one of the few places, I think spiritual communities are one of the few places still that hold out hope that we can be different, that we can treat each other with love and kindness and compassion as full people, and that that's not a pipe dream or a fantasy, but it's possible, and it's possible to practice it while we're here. So that is why, one of many reasons why, it's my honor to welcome people who have made the choice to become members of our community. In Unitarian Universalism, membership is not an obligation. It is not something we guilt people into. There is no threat of punishment here or in the hereafter. It's a free choice. This year, we are welcoming members who have joined over the past 12 months, and we are also welcoming a few members who joined the year before who weren't able to be here for their ceremony last summer. And we have a few people who joined in the past year who aren't here today. On average, it takes about 18 months to get here, apparently, after you join. Jessica is going to help me. She has some gifts for our new members. And I'm going to invite now for anyone who's here in the room to come forward. You can just line up here and Jessica will give you your gift. Sarah Costa with Farron and Elia, if they want to come forward, up to you. Duncan Calder, believe it or not, is not here today. There's his family. Does one of you want to represent Duncan? No, okay. You can take the gift home. Ann Gale could not be here. Is it her daughter who's running in the Boston Marathon? She's excused. She's in Boston. Sheila Van Valkenburg could not be here today. Some of you have met her. She's joined our Heartworks team. And then the Nettingham family, Jen has taken all the classes, so I don't know who all is coming up, but Jen is here, Quinn, Noah, and Kenya. And last but not least, two of our new members who joined last year who are here today, Matt Bunsk. And Patrice McEnany. Patrice has been watching since 2020 online, and this is her first time here in the room. Jessica, do we have an extra bag? Can I borrow it? So I'll tell you a little bit about these gifts. Thanks. First, we have what a lot of you have at home, I know, our very own WellSprings copyright infringement. This is our unofficial mascot. Jessica, don't tag this YouTube video with Energizer. Yeah. This is a symbol of our mission, one that is understandable, hopefully, for people of all ages as well. Our mission to be a community charged full with the charge of the soul. Now, the Energizer Bunny keeps going and going and going, right? Like many of us, we feel we have to carry on through our work week, perhaps, through stresses in our life. And this is your reminder that when that battery runs low, this can be a charging station for you all. And then the other gift we give out every year are some seeds. This is a symbol of another thing that we hope this community will be for you, all the different things, really, that we hope this community will be for you, because what do seeds need to grow? Too many answers at once. Gwen has her hand up, so Gwen? Yes, you gave me all the answers. So seeds need sun, and we hope that this will be a place where you receive some brightness, where you receive some joy. Seeds also need rain. Rainy days, cloudy days, they're part of life. And so when you have a rainy day, when things are difficult, when the tears are watering these seeds in your life, we hope you know you will still be welcome here, that you can come here even when it's not sunny. And dirt. We all have dirt. Dirt is the ground from which everything grows. Sometimes our lives are messy. And again, this is a place where we can be open about that with each other and where we can support and help one another heal. So as we close this welcome, I'm going to invite you all, as I did last year, to repeat after me to welcome our new members. Ready? We welcome you today. As full members of our congregation. We are so glad you're here. This place is yours now. Just as much as it is ours. We ask that you care for it. So it can be here one day for all of our children. May this beloved community always be a place where you can belong. Let's put our hands together. Take a seat. Thank you all. You can take a seat.
Good morning. My name is Josie Waldman, and I am one of the co-chairs of the Stewardship Ministry. And I am thrilled to report the results so far of our pledge drive. I have to look at the slide because the numbers keep changing. If you recall, the goals were to receive pledges of $265,000 and $265,500, and to increase participation to 95% of households. As of the time this slide was put up, we were 60% of the way to our goal in terms of dollars, and we had 41 households, which was 34% participation. As of this moment, we've had 3 more pledges come in. Some of those pledges are from people who have never given to WellSprings in any way that we could identify. Many of those pledges represent significant increases from prior years' giving. We're thrilled with the results so far, and we're not done. There's still time to get your pledge in by today's deadline. There are pledge cards in all the seats, and at the end of the service, we're going to do something fun with them. We on the stewardship ministry are grateful for the responses so far to this pledge drive. And so today, on Commitment Sunday, the last day of our pledge drive, we want to celebrate with you. We celebrate the generosity of this community. But even more, we celebrate the opportunity to be generous. The opportunity to stand up and say, this community matters to me, and it brings me joy to contribute to its financial health. The Kids and Youth Spirit decorated boxes for us to drop pledges in today. And so after the sermon, during the last song, we'll have the boxes up here, and we are going to process up the middle aisle and turn on either side and drop our pledge forms in the boxes. If you are mobility challenged and prefer to have someone drop your form in the box for you, the members of the stewardship ministry are happy to help. Can the members stand so everyone can see who we are? And just a shout out to Carol Klitkaka. She is online watching the service. She is homebound, so obviously she can't help you put your pledge in, but she has been a vital part of this team, so I want to make sure that we mention her. Pardon? And Bill Cabin also, who is not here today. Maybe you're thinking, but I already sent my pledge in. Or, I'm not sure about this yet. I wish I could talk to someone about it. We've got you covered. At the top of the form, we've added 3 boxes. If you've already pledged, you don't need to fill the whole form out again. Just check the box that says, I already submitted a pledge, and write your name on the form. This will be a good double check for us to make sure that we have your pledge. If you still have questions, you can check the box that says, I still have questions, and one of us will be in contact with you. And then if you are submitting your pledge on this form, just go ahead and put, my pledge is completed on the form below. For those of you watching on the live stream, a link to the online pledge form should be visible in the chat now, and again at the end of service when we process. The members of the team have pens that they're handing out if you need a pen to fill out your form. On behalf of the entire stewardship ministry, thank you for your response to this drive. I look forward to celebrating with you at the end of the service. There will be cupcakes. Oh, yes. Yes, it wouldn't be a celebration without the cupcakes, right?
All right. As I expected, knowing how many things we were doing on this special Sunday, I have about 3 minutes left. You have heard so many good stories today. You have seen so much of each other's faces that I don't have very much time to share a message, but that's okay. Because really, I hope that the message you take away today is that all of us together make up what is special and beautiful about this community. That we can find that spiritual sustenance that we need, not only from people who stand on stages or have the right letters in front of their names, but from each other. We all carry this spark of the divine. And that spiritual sustenance that we carry circulates among us like water, like money, like pollen right now, like air. There is so much nourishment for our souls that is always flowing all around us, just like Bev talked about. Places that we don't even know to go to, things that we've never seen that happen all the time, that we might come upon in our lives, that will fill us up again just when we need it. Unitarian Universalists believe that our lives are the text of Scripture. That's one of the favorite things that I learned when I first started going to a UU congregation. We believe that our lives are the text of Scripture. Well, what does that really mean? It means that all of the events of our lives, the regular old happenings of every day, are also a source of spiritual wisdom, just like Scripture is. Everything that happens on April 16th, 2023, is just as holy, just as full of God or love as whatever may have happened on April 16th, 0023, or any other day. We are not that different, right, from the humans that we read about in these ancient stories who were just trying to make sense of suffering or sickness, who were trying to make sense of exclusion and violence, trying to find peace, to make a safe home, to rest in joy with our people, with our neighbors. And if our lives right now are also the text of Scripture, just like those ancient people's lives, well, then we are called upon to pay attention to each day as though it were a sermon at church. Treat your thoughts like psalms. Treat your appointment reminders that go off on your phone like the Adhan, the Islamic call to prayer. Treat each breath as a sacred moment, a gift, because it is. A remembrance of this gift of being alive. Every day of our lives is like a scripture verse. Even the difficult ones can be redeemed as we heal and grow beyond them. So I am going to invite the band back on stage for our last song as I offer us a closing prayer for today. And I'll also invite Miss Carol, if you have any volunteers or if it's just you, to bring those boxes forward now. And during this final song, as Josie mentioned, we invite everyone at home, if you are with us online, if you're in the chat, you can add a heart emoji in the chat. You can type I pledged. You can find your way to let us know that you're submitting your pledge card today. If you are a visitor today, please do not feel like you have to fill out a pledge card. You came on Commitment Sunday of our pledge drive. You probably figured it out by now. But if you have more questions, you're welcome to check that box and bring that up. And during this last song, we invite everyone of all ages, whole families together, to come forward and place your pledge card in the box. So let's bring the boxes forward now. I see Aliyah and Bennett, come on forward. You can put them right here on either side of me. Perfect. Thank you, Aliyah. Thank you, Bennett. And Julie's first. Yeah. We can fight about it later. As we laugh, I will invite you all now to join me for a moment in the spirit of prayer. God of our heart's own language, on this day like any other day, may we all remember the possibility that can be found in a tiny seed, in a single moment, in a new friend. May we find the strength to cooperate with all of these possibilities around us. May we remember to keep our eyes open for them. May we remember that beauty really can grow when we take that risk to start something new or plant something fresh. And that all that life we will foster is worth the pruning and the skinned knees and the blistered hands. That dirt under fingernails can be washed away. And if they laugh at us for trying to plant trees, May we remember instead to focus on the laughter of the children who swing from the branches. May we remember always that we choose how we live this life, and that power, when we cooperate with it, can be great. For these prayers, for the prayers that all of us are carrying silently on our hearts this morning, we say amen. Amen. Please come forward during our song to make your pledge commitment.
Please join us in singing Crowded Table. And please rise when you're done dropping off your pledge.
You can hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be your mountain when you're feeling valley low. I can be a street light showing you the way home. If you can hold my hand when you need to let go. A crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seeds, plant a little happiness, let the roots run deep. If it's love that we give, then it's love that we reap. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seeds. Yeah, I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. The door is always open, your picture's on my wall. Everyone's a little broken, and everyone belongs. Yeah, everyone belongs. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. And bring us back together when the day is done.
This light may go out. The source that sparked it stayed with all of us. And together we say, as we release this flame from its faithful service today, we allow the spark in each of us to burn on, to warm our compassion, to fire our delight, to light our paths today, tomorrow, and always. I am picking these up so that I can bless your pledges, so that you can bless your pledges. They're bigger than I thought. I got it. Sure. One on each hip. I will carry your support with me when I meet with a grieving family to plan a memorial. I will carry your support with me when I am at a bedside of someone who's sick, when I'm having coffee with someone who's having a really bad month. I will carry your support with me when I represent us joyfully in the community to seek more justice and kindness in the world. When I officiate weddings and meet babies for the first time. I held Gwen in the hospital, y'all. Where is she? There outside, yeah. Oh, she can dance here. I will think, as I always do, of your support that makes our ministry together possible. And I'm so grateful for these pledges. I bless all of you and your gifts, all of you at home, and all of us for the week ahead. May you find prom parties in parks everywhere you go. Let's put our hands together one more time.